Cantonese, or excuse my pronunciation. Um, Lizzie, could you help me, please? Putong Hua.
Yes. Oh, putang kwa.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. That. So we need to take a course or two in like language courses. This is a requirement for all undergraduates. However, for the English course, you may be exempted from the basic writing class if you have taken your IELTS, your IB English, and a score on the SATs. From the research that I have done, you need to contact your advisor or like your faculty head to specifically understand whether or not you can take this class or not, whether you can excuse yourself from it, because the exemptions are very,
Baruch, you're the
very
host.
fickle.
Can you try recording?
Yeah, I'm
Oh, it
recording.
hasn't been recording?
Okay, awesome. I'm gonna
Oh,
stop my recording once Zawadi's done, so that you're recording, and then I can merge both of those things. Thanks.
okay. So that's basically it for the language courses. You are going to have to take them as a first, like an incoming student at HKU. Just contact your advisor. You'll be able to. There's a link on your portal as well, and you could just Google like advisors or faculty heads at HKU. You'll find someone to talk to, and at the time that you guys are coming in, we will have had the experience, so you can reach out to any one of us about the language courses if you have any questions. Just be prepared that you must take them. And electives, free electives, this is my favorite part, I think, about being in the Faculty of Social Sciences.
Just
I'm
quick
not sure how
question,
it works.
please.
Mhm.
Can we
Yes.
be exempted from the Chinese courses?
No.
Oh,
Yes.
and we
One
there.
at are there.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So from the research that I have done, you have to take at least one Chinese course, either Cantonese for non-Cantonese speakers, and the one that I can't pronounce yet, but I will by the time we speak again. So yeah. And then electives, as I was saying, this is my favorite part about being in the Faculty of Social Sciences. You can pick classes from wherever you want to, like whatever faculty you want to. So some people would rather stay within the faculty. You can do that as well. But if you want to explore, take a class from the faculty of, I don't know, medicine or science or arts and humanities, you can. And these are also worth 6 credits. There's some, again, that you will be able to pick in your first semester, some that you cannot pick until your second semester. Just make sure to check your portal, check the website, be careful about this, and you will have a filter, so to speak, on the website that will show you what your requirements are. So it will explain to you what you need to do and what you don't really need to do. Make sure you take a class that you are excited about, just one that's just for fun. If you have to stick to a particular path. Yeah, that's all from me. But Biruk, I'm sure, has a lot more to say about the course registration process. That's
Okay.
it.
Thanks, Zawadi. That was
Thanks so
great.
much, Zawadi.
Before I continue, I want to ask y'all if you can see that the meeting is being recorded. Is it?
It is.
Okay, that's good to know. So I'm gonna share my screen so I can get started. Um, and I hope y'all can see. Just give me a second. Is it working?
It
It's
is.
loading. Yeah, we can see it now.
Okay. If you can see, I'm going to continue. So let's get started on actually picking your courses. The first thing you gotta do is, as Zawadi mentioned, is find out the syllabus. And what you can do is you can Google your program or faculty name and search up syllabus, or you can just Google the program name plus HKU, and on the website, the syllabus won't be pretty far. It was rather easy to find. Then what you have to do is you gotta go to your HKU portal. You have to have this for course registration, and you have to do your master registration. That's a link right here. And once you've completed it, you'll see a website that tells you that you've already completed it. You can move on once you've seen this. It says complete, as you can see. After that, once you've confirmed that your master registration is complete, you'll get a whole suite of things that you'll be able to use for your time at HKU. And to register for your courses, you have to go to a link that says Enrollment Add Classes, this button that I've highlighted right here. So once you click on that, you'll see this. It might seem confusing now, but I'll make it very familiar real soon. Give me a second, let me just zoom in a bit because I was zoomed out. So there are plenty of tabs here and plenty of different things to do. You'll see that I've already selected some courses very soon, but the first thing you have to do is select a semester. So I'll explain the difference between course selection for each semester. It's not that different actually, but let's start with this. You pick semester one and then you press continue. It's loading, give it a second. Sometimes this doesn't really work very snappy. It's better when I have a VPN on, but just give me 2 seconds. Let me turn on my VPN and reload the page. Apologies. Okay. So let's do this again. You come over here and you pick semester one and then you press continue. So once you press continue, you'll see this screen. For you, this region right here will be empty and you'll start at the top. It's important that you read this. I haven't encountered many courses that follow this notation, but if you see a course that has a 3 or a 4 next to it, 3 means for third years and 4 means for fourth years. And without those two, it can be for either. So what you have to do is once this is empty, you press on this search button. So once you press search, a lot of things will pop up, but the first thing you'll notice is that there's lots of tabs here, and this is all related to your major. This is customized based on what degree program you're studying. And the degree program I'm studying is a Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Science, so it's tailored to that. So before I continue, I would like to say something about what Zawadi said, and um, like just so you know, just to help you out when you pick some things in the future, there for our cohort or for your cohort, since you'll be admitted in the next year, you'll be dealing with 5 areas of inquiry, and that means a total of you'll be able to pick 5 courses, but you're gonna need to take 6 in total because you need 36 credits. Each one is worth, each course from the areas of inquiry is worth 6 credits, and by the end of your graduation, you have to complete 36 credits. So what 24 credits is that you're not allowed to take more than 24 credits or 4 courses of the common core in a single year. So you pick one course from each of these areas of inquiry, and then your 6th course to give you the 36th, from the 30th to 36th credits is one that you can pick from any of them again. And those, once you pick that, you're done. You're finished with your Common Core. You'll have taken a total of 6 courses. So now let's get back to our enrollment at classes tab. And on your syllabus, it will help you figure out what these do. These courses, they're important to fulfill your graduation requirements. So you don't have to complete the Common Core courses in a certain year or in a certain time. But what you do have to complete before graduation are the 5 requirements. The Common Core is a part of the 5 requirements, but some things are you need to do that now. For example, for me, I have to complete a course in AI literacy. I believe every other HKU student also has to do this. As you can, once I got this menu to drop down, it shows you details of the course. This says semester one, so it's available in the first semester. So let's say I want to pick this course, right? I click on its text. I've already selected it. Okay. I click on the description, and you see another section. You're taken to another page. This can also be really confusing, but for you don't have to worry about everything over here. It's not really relevant yet. The most important things are this legend and these times right here. So these are sections. These sections you see, section 1A, section 1B, and so on, are subclasses. Subclasses have different times that they take up in the week, and you choose subclasses based on whichever time is most comfortable to you and based on which time does not clash with your other classes. Let's say I want to pick subclass 1A, right? I would press this select button and it would load and take me to another page. See, I've already selected this class, but what you'd do is there would be a button that says next over here, and you'd press it and you'd be back to the page I showed you in the very beginning. So selecting your courses isn't very hard. But what you do have to know is, let's say we're trying to pick a course related to your major. Some courses have prerequisites. So, for example, this course, Math 2012, has prerequisites. You have to complete Math 1013. And technically, even though this has a 2 in the course code, I could take it in the first year if I wanted to, but that would be rather hard because I'd have to complete Math 1013 the first semester and take this in the second. It's possible though. So what you gotta know is there's nothing making your schedule fixed when it comes to your major related courses, but usually prerequisites and semester-based availability decides that. So for example, like this course and the math course I told you about, they're only available in semester one, so it's better if I do that then. So this course, I'm going to give you some like particular tips about it. It's taught me a lot actually researching about this course. Well, if you search out the name of the course and add HKU, you can find a website about the course's information. And this thing is pretty complex, but you can ignore most of what it says and just look at the top. So this is important. Here it talks about what it's for and what prerequisites you need. Um, for example, this course requires Math 1011. Sorry, prerequisites are over here. You need Math 1011, right? So so you have to find Math 1011 by going to your enrollment at classes, and in this case, it's not one of my foundation courses. So how do I find it? Um, it's in none of these other sections. So that means I have to take it as an elective. I have to scroll down and find Math 1011 from this list of elective departments. In this case, math courses are found in the science section, and once you start scrolling through the science section, you'll find your course eventually. It's right here, Math 1011. So you can get yourself exempted from taking courses that are introductory. For example, in my curriculum, I can exempt myself from Math 1011 by emailing faculty and filling out a couple of forms. So the next thing I want to show you is something in my syllabus that will help you out. So these are the undergrad 5 requirements that all undergrads have to take. Digital literacy courses are one of them. The Common Core, you have to complete 36 credits of that. And then you will have to take Chinese language enhancement courses. And then you have to take this course, Academic Communication in English. You can try to exempt yourself from this course using your English test scores. Hopefully, you've taken an IELTS or a TOEFL exam or an SAT, which will all allow you to exempt yourself from this course. Also, you'll also have to email faculty and fill out forms, but exempting yourself from this course saves you time and allows you to fill it in with another more interesting course. These so But finding out where to enroll in these courses, I've shown you that. This course you don't have to worry about now. Like if assuming this PDF remains the same, you won't have to worry about this course right here by the time you start registering for courses. And this is specific to computer science, so you can just leave out that. So let's say you want to find this course, Chinese language enhancement. Everything you need will be in your enrollment ad classes. If I close this and go back up, I'll notice that there is a section for Chinese language enhancement right here. Something you gotta note is, once again, picking courses is not that hard, but something that's unusual is that you might see first or second or summer, and that doesn't mean that it's only available in the summer. In case you make that mistake, it's all right. I actually found out through my seniors that you can register for these courses even if they have summer. So just know that. And check all of the courses you want, like any course that seems interesting to you, open it up and make sure to read the description of the course. That really helps. It might tell you if the course is not for first years or if it's a course that you're not actually interested in. And so to save time and get to the next section, I have to talk about the class schedule planner. So this is important to help you figure out whether your courses clash or not. So this is going to be empty for you. I filled out mine, but it's not directly related to registering your courses. This has nothing to do with that. This is only for figuring out what your schedule looks like on a calendar. So this will be empty and this will be empty. What you do is, let's say you registered for a class. You haven't registered yet, but let's say you put a class on your temporary course list over here, and it's you want to figure out when this course is available. So as you can see, it says CCGL 9076. So you go to the class schedule planner and it's a common core course. So I'll pick common core course and then it will automatically select others for you, and then subject area that was CCGL, and then it was 9076. So we scroll down and we find it. So and then you press search. So it will tell you where the course, so the specifics about the course. And I've already picked this course and it's already inside my calendar, but you'd press this tick right here, this checkbox to select the course. And then you go to your calendar by pressing view calendar, and you find the course, and the course is right here. Here it gives you a detailed description. There's some information you can find here that isn't available on the enrollment ad classes, such as class quota and so on. And make sure to figure out, you can find who teaches the course over here. That's important. There are some professors you'll want to avoid, and some professors you'll want to take the classes of. So when you want to change the semester, you can change it over there. I think I've shown you the major steps. I want to go back a bit and explain one more thing, and that's when you start off right here, you'll see a lot of tabs. Add, we're not at the drop stage yet. You guys will understand what dropping courses is soon when the time comes for add and drop period, which I'll specify what that is. But you'll see a plan tab that looks rather similar to what you have to the enroll tab. Basically, it looks the same, right? The thing is, the only difference is the button here says enroll, and in the enroll tab, it asks, the button says proceed to step 2 out of 3. You can ignore the plan tab. There's nothing important about it. It allows you to plan, but you can plan here, and that's better because the moment your course registration starts, which for us is at August 19 at 10 a.m. Hong Kong time, all of these courses that I've put in already, you want to press this button as quick as possible once course registration starts. The website will crash, things will be very slow, and your courses will fill up extremely quick. HKU cannot handle the amount of students it has during course registration. So make sure you're in somewhere with a stable internet connection and a very consistent device to do course registration. That means you cannot be on a plane, you cannot be in a subway, for instance, and so on. And proceeding to step 2 of 3, it's very simple. You enter another screen where you can finish your registration, and then you'll be done with course registration. The last thing I have to tell you about is the dynamics related to course registration and changing your choices if you feel like that. So this is a PDF I've gotten from my department, and the information applies to all of you, so you don't have to worry. I have to tell you a few things. So the enrollment ad classes thing won't be available as soon as you finish your master registration, so you have to wait a bit. For us, it was starting from August 5th. So you'll be notified when that happens. And then course selection period, you'll be able to ask your your fellow HKU admits on WhatsApp groups that you'll be added onto, and you'll not be notified via email of when your course registration is. So you have until 10 a.m. to register for semester 1 classes, and then semester 2 classes, you start registering for them after 10 a.m. I don't know if you can do both after 10 a.m., but you can ask somebody. And then there's suspension period, which is a period in between the beginning and end of course selection, where it will not be available. So that's what they mean by suspension period. Keep track of that. And then you'll find out when it ends. And then there's an add drop period where until September 15th in our case, you can change the courses you've selected. You can add some more or you can drop. But keep in mind, you can take a maximum of 6 courses per semester or 36 credits. Sometimes 6 courses only amount to 33 credits in the case of our first semester, but what you can do is you can email faculty and increase that limit to 7 or even all the way up to 42 credits. And these are the major things you have to know. That there's 2 add drop periods, one for the first semester, one for the second semester. And yeah, it doesn't apply to you, but there's also one for the summer semester. I hope I've covered as much as you need to work on course registration, but keep in mind that you should always be ready to ask your fellow seniors in groups on WhatsApp groups about whatever courses you should take or not take at a particular time. They've been the most useful people I've encountered up until now, and everything I know is due to them. And follow the syllabus really closely. Your course syllabus is really important. Absolutely. It's the centerpiece of everything. So make sure you read it from top to bottom. It might look like a lot, but it's mostly numbers and names once you realize once you read through a bit of it. And make sure to look out for prerequisites, make sure to plan everything, check your things so that they don't overlap. And oh yeah, the other tips, always have backups for your Common Core courses. Your major rated courses will not fill up because they have really high quotas, but your Common Core courses, you have to have many backups for them, like plan Bs, Cs, and Ds. And yeah, this meeting is going to end soon because of our limit, but I think I've said everything I have to say.
Thank you
Thanks.
so much, Baruch. This was really helpful. It really helped me because I have not started yet. So thank you. And congratulations on completing all this video and for enrolling in Hong Kong or HKU. And we look forward to seeing you in on campus. Just hit us up on WhatsApp and we'll answer immediately. Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
I hope we were helpful.
Thank you, Baruch and Dahi
Bye.
and Lizzie in absentia.